Hey guys, welcome to the next installment of updating the firmware on your Yuneec Typhoon. So the first installment we did the radio, your personal ground station, your ST10, ST10 Plus. So for the next thing, we're going to do the aircraft itself. To do that, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need the USB dongle that came with your Yuneec Typhoon. Those little black tweezers that you've been wondering what they were for, you're going to need those as well. You're also going to need a laptop or PC with an internet connection. And I'm going to start there right now, actually. What I want you to do is, following the same link that you followed to get the firmware for your personal ground station update, go back to that link and you're going to select the appropriate aircraft that you have, whether it's the Q500, the Q500 Plus, or the Q500 Plus 4K. Download that file and just let it go into the download files. You don't have to unpack it, you don't have to unzip it, it's already done. It's just a single file. Leave it there, and from there we're going to move on to the next step. Okay? The next step's going to be prepping the aircraft to plug in the USB dongle. So let's get that going. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to take your Typhoon and you're going to open up the back battery bay, and just inside to the right you'll see a piece of wire that's velcroed to the inside. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to reach in there and grab that and pull it out so that it's sticking there and it doesn't go back in. That's where those little tweezers, that's where they come in handy if you can't reach them with your fingers. I was able to get mine with my fingers, but you can see it's just inside here onto the right, and this is what it looks like. Okay, once you have that, go ahead and set it back down on your table, workstation, whatever, and you will notice that there's a little white plug and it's very small. You're going to disconnect that. Just going to move over here. Be gentle. These are very small cables, wires, and you don't want to damage them. So you're going to unplug that, and then you're going to take the USB dongle, and at the one end, after removing the removable section, because that removable section is for your camera. We'll do that on another video. So you're going to take the USB dongle and plug it into where you just unplugged. Again, be very gentle, don't force it. Once you plug that in, then what you want to do is you want to stick it back in there and make sure that everything is past that first battery barrier and that the cable that you just plugged in is flat. The reason for that is you're going to take your battery and you're going to plug it in. And you want to be gentle but firm. Make sure your cable's flat and out of the way. And push it all the way in, just like you would if you were going to go fly. Okay? You don't need to close the back door, but set it aside. And then go ahead and power up your aircraft. Once you hear that first beep, go ahead and plug the USB dongle into your computer or laptop. And then you want to open up the Q500 GUI. If you do it in that sequence, things will move pretty smooth. The GUI takes a second to open up, and I'm just waiting for it to pop up here on my screen. I'm going to go ahead and readjust. There we go. You can just see it on my screen. up here so you can see everything. One of the things you'll see is a note that says to reinstall the firmware or to update to the latest, make sure that you have the latest Q500 GUI program, and you're also probably going to have to download the drivers for this USB dongle. So you'll do that. You'll do the install. It's pretty self-explanatory. It shows up on the GUI, so it tells you exactly how to do it. Once you've done that and everything connects, you'll see that it automatically connects, and you heard probably the little beep from the Typhoon. So what you're going to then do is you're going to go up to firmware, and you press firmware update. And it's automatically going to bring you up to the folder in the downloads file and that file that you just downloaded. So what you're going to do then is you're going to press the update button, and it's going to look like this. It's a pretty easy, once you have all your drivers on your laptop and the GUI program is recognizing your aircraft, it's a fairly simple update. As you can see, I'm at like 33% already, and it's moving through pretty quick. A quick note, once this update is complete, you're going to follow the instructions, which are going to be, it's going to tell you to turn it off, turn the aircraft off, and then turn it right back on again. What you're going to do, since you're already connected to it, I want you to go ahead and do some, we're going to take a look at the sensors and recalibrate those just to make sure that there are no problems. So once I get the firmware update successful, which it says it is now, please restart the quad rotor. So I'm going to reach over here, I'm going to turn it off, and then I'm going to turn it back on, and I'm going to click where it says finish. Automatically it picks it back up, which is great. All your check marks should come in good. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to pick where it says calibration, which is the second box down on the left hand side. And because you can do this with the copter connected to the PC, I want you to calibrate your accelerometer. This is a better safe than sorry thing. It doesn't take any time at all. If you're curious about the instructions, you can pick them up. There's a button that says instructions. We'll just pop it up, and it tells you make sure your quad rotor is on a level table, and then you're going to press the calibrate button. It counts down from 7 seconds, and you'll hear those beeps, the tones, telling you that it was successful, and it's rebooting. You can now pick OK, and the next thing you should do before you fly is calibrate your compass. For the instructions on that, go back to the calibration tab, and see where it says calibrate compass? Pick the instructions, because you can't do that with it attached. And what that does is it brings up a whole set of instructions. Make sure you follow those to the letter and do it correctly, so you are ensured good flight performance from your Typhoon. That's it for updating your Typhoon. I'd like to thank you all. Make sure you guys all thank Frank at Carolina Drones for making this video possible. And visit his site today if there's anything that you possibly need for anything drone related. I believe he's got a whole new pile of things in, including the new Wizard remote control for the Typhoon. So get over there to carolinadrones.com today and order it up. Thanks for your attention, and please let me know if you guys have any questions. Have a great day and fly safe.